Hey everybody, 47 here and welcome back to the channel with the favorite video of the week. First of all, I just want to say, yeah, I know last week I only got one right, which was Bayern versus Hoffenheim. But I know a lot of people that got a lot of money, and I did make it clear I don't trust any of the others. But this one is a sure thing. Bayern versus Hoffenheim is a sure thing. So if you made some money with that match, please leave a comment down below. And I'm gonna say this, I usually say this at the end of the video, but I'm gonna say it now, because sometimes at the end of the video you don't see it. Please share. This is my biggest video. This is the most helpful one. So if you could share this with your friends, FIFA communities, all that things, to help me grow, I would appreciate it a lot, because I'm trying to help you, and if you can help me back, that's awesome, perfect growth. Let's go, first match. First match will be Rangers versus Aberdeen. Jesus, that one almost didn't come out. Rangers, this is a big match in Scotland, but it's one of the weakest ones, so I think there might be only like Scottish players or players from the Scottish Premier League. I think that's a requirement. It's going to be the weakest one. Second weakest one, Real Sociedad versus Betis. This is a really mess to explain, but I'm going to try to explain as simple as I can. Betis is playing today against Atletico Madrid, so they can change the counts a little bit differently. But what I'm going to say is, next week, this game will either be for top 3 or for top 4. What I'm trying to say, it's going to be an important match that will take you to Champions League zone. Again, I know it's very early, but it's going to take you to Champions League zone. So it's going to be a very intense match. And if you could, I would risk investing in players for this one over the next one. But I already made the slides and all that, so I'm going to go like this. So, but this one, I think it's going to be, a shoe-win. Okay, I think this one's going to be a shoe-win. But you decide if you want to invest. Then my next one will be Fulham versus Everton. I don't like this one, I'm gonna be honest, but the only reason I'm putting this one is because EA has a fetish where they need to have a Premier League game in every Marquee Matchups. I'll be honest, this week I wouldn't put any Premier League games. There's also a Chelsea versus Albion game, but they're too much difference in points. At this moment, Fulham is playing, I know it was drawing, and if it stays like that, Fulham and Everton will have 4 points difference, so there won't be anything that important on stake. And you know how I like to do my predictions. There must have something on stake. But anyway, let's continue with this one. You can invest in Reed, CDM English. Is going for 350 coins at the time of recording. And Everton, you can go for Mopai, the striker French. Good nation links. Also going for 350. It's if you want to risk this one, maybe if it's right, it'll make a ton of money. But I'm not even 50% sure on this one, to be honest. Then I know I'm forcing Bundesliga down your throats all these weeks, but I'll be honest, I saw Calcio and Ligue 1, and there's no important matches that I noticed. And this is the part I asked the people watching this video to comment, because last year they had a lot of people helping me in the community say, oh no, I think this game is gonna come out because it's an historical rivalry, for example. If I missed that, because I don't know everything about football, you can leave a comment down below and say, oh, I think Milan versus Torino is going to be in because they have this and that, and makes it a big conflict. And I'll learn, I love learning that type of stuff. But why Eintracht versus Dortmund? They have 1 point difference, okay? Frankfurt is in 4th place, Dortmund is in 5th place, 1 point difference, 20 and 19. And of course, if Dortmund wins, they will go to Champions League zone, or top 4 at least. And that's something on the line. I think it's very important for motivation, let's say like that. For Frankfurt, you can invest in Pellegrini. He was going for 350 at this time of recording, and you can go for the Hood. I don't know. It's German. The Hood. I don't know. I'm not gonna butcher it. He was going for 500 coins. You can try and invest. I think This one and the Spanish League one, I think they are choosing, but I'm a bit afraid of this one because we've been forcing, we've been forcing too much of Bundesliga. 3 weeks ago, it was Bayern versus Dortmund. Last week was Bayern versus Hoffenheim. This one, I think it's going to be in because it's an important match. But me personally, I think the safest would be the La Liga one, the Real Sociedad versus Betis. I think that one would be the safest investment in my opinion. But I think, let's say, the La Liga one, I would go like 90% sure, and this one I would go 70% sure. But we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna be wrong on both of them. But anyway, no, it's not over yet. There's still one more. I'm gonna do a UCL marquee matchup predictions. 2 weeks ago, I was gonna predict Inter versus Barca and Benfica versus PSG. And it was during the road to the knockout. I had the video done and like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cut it. And I edited it out, and my loss because I would have made game busters and you guys would have loved it. So this week I'm gonna risk with a marquee matchup, UCL prediction. Okay, I know. First of all, you're gonna say, "Oh, there's a big match in Bayern versus Barca." Yes, there is a big game between Barca and Bayern, but it is not a big match. I'll explain why. Bayern has 12 points. They're already through. They're on the next stage. They're done. They're golden. Um, Barca has 4 points. They are basically out. They need to win. They need to win Bayern to keep fighting. It's not even sure they will make a cross. They're not even sure. So I wouldn't say this is a big match because of that simple reason. It's not important for both teams. There's nothing on the line for both teams. It's only on the line for Barcelona. I don't think that's a good one. And now the UCL marquee matchup for Tottenham versus Sporting is a big one. There's two things on the line. There's things on the line for the two teams. Tottenham has 7 points, Sporting has 6 points, and then Marseille has 6 points. If Sporting wins, they all will overtake Tottenham. Okay, they will overtake Tottenham to be in first or second place, depending on how Marcel goes. If Tottenham beats Sporting, they're basically through to the knockout stage. So it is very, very important, this game, for both teams. Okay, of course, there's still one more game after, but for this weekend, or for this week, this is extremely important. And then Red Bull Salzburg versus Chelsea, also extremely important. Why? Chelsea has 7 points, Red Bull has 6 points. Okay? If Chelsea wins, they will go through to the next stage, and Red Bull might lose their place to Milan, that's in third place. Okay? So there's two things online, and also almost the same thing can happen. If Red Bull beats Chelsea, they will go to first place, and then Milan will be right behind, or will have the same points, I think. I don't know, that I'm not sure, but they will be right behind Chelsea, and that's a lot of pressure for the last weekend, for the last week of games. So I would go with these two. I know it's still Liga Portugal teams, like not in a row because there was no UCL marquee matchups last week, but I think these two would be fire. I think these two would be definitely in. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna finish this video. I hope you have happy investments. I hope you make money. Please leave a like, a comment, hit the bell icon. All those good things that make us grow. There should be a sub button up there. There should be my latest video there, and my Platinum channel there, which I haven't posted actually in a week, but it's still alive. Guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.